memories, knowing that time is healing, but only to a point.
I don't think that I could be 80 years old and have my entire life behind me, and I don't think that I will ever reflect on what happened to her and be okay with it. You know, time's not going to make that okay.
She was the person you wanted to be or be like. She emulated everything that was good. She was my sister. And was a really neat thing.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Justin Wickersham. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Birthright citizenship is a hot topic on the GOP campaign trail ever since Donald Trump announced he'd like to revoke automatic citizenship rights for the children of undocumented immigrants. Today, Jeb Bush saying he's opposed to revoking the 14th Amendment, and he called out two of his opponents in making his case. According to the Pew Hispanic Center, 7.5% of all births in the U.S. are to undocumented immigrants, an estimated 300,000 babies a year who automatically become citizens. Eliminating it would almost certainly require amending the Constitution. Bush says the issue of undocumented immigration is more complex than building a fence.
Control the border in a thoughtful way, not bombastically saying we're going to build a fence and leave it at that. There are fences already on the border, and in proper places they're effective, but there's other ways to, on a lower cost way, to deal with this as well, with sensors and drones and pushing forward the Border Patrol agents.
Bush also pointing out that Florida Senator Marco Rubio is the child of immigrant parents, as is Senator Ted Cruz of Texas. And on the topic of immigration, Mexico is tightening rules for foreigners entering the country through one of its pedestrian crossings along its border with the United States. Starting this week, foreigners entering Mexico at the San Isidro crossing will have to show a passport, fill out a form, and if staying more than a week, pay roughly $20 for a 6-month permit. Travelers have long followed similar protocol at Mexican airports, but the decision marks a big change at land crossings that weren't designed to question everyone. For Mexico, it's a step toward closing an escape route for American criminals. Border inspectors will tap into international criminal databases, although checks won't be comprehensive. Another measure topping political debates, and especially in regards to the United States reestablishing diplomatic relations with Cuba, the closing of Guantanamo Bay. Today's Secretary of Defense Ash Carter speaking about his commitment to closing the facility before the end of the Obama administration.
As long as this detention facility remains open, it will remain a rallying cry for jihadi propaganda. The taxpayers are paying too high a financial price to keep this facility open. And additionally, closing the detention facility at Guantanamo is not something, in my judgment, that we should leave to the next president, whether Republican or Democrat.
An alternative location being considered for a defense detention facility is a naval brig in Charleston, but South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley says any plan to move detainees to South Carolina would be a waste of time.
We are loud and clear that we are not going to allow these terrorists to come into South Carolina. My job is to protect the people of this state.
But Secretary Carter is adamant about completing what he calls a responsible, realistic, and security-focused plan for an alternate facility in the United States. Meanwhile, 3 people are dead and 4 others injured after a shooting outside a Boys and Girls Club in Rochester, New York. The shooting happened last night following a basketball game. The Rochester police chief describing it as a drive-by shooting, but police do not believe the shooting was related to the game. Several agencies are assisting in the search for the suspects, and a reward of $10,000 for the arrest and successful prosecution of the suspects has been offered. Meanwhile, in St. Louis, it's been a night of unrest after a suspect was killed in an officer-involved shooting. The shooting occurred while officers were executing a search warrant. Police say the 18-year-old suspect, who was found with at least 4 stolen guns and drugs, was shot when he pointed a gun at police. The shooting sparking protests resulting in property damage and violence. Fires were set in the street and a nearby vacant home was burned down. Police made 9 arrests, charging protesters with resisting arrest and blocking traffic. And the search continues today for one of 3 men missing since a series of landslides in Sitka, Alaska. Yesterday, locating the remains of 1 man. Today, the body of the 2nd man was found. Additional search crews, personnel, and search dogs will be on the scene looking for the remaining man who may still be alive and trapped under rubble. Authorities say the first of 6 mudslides began Tuesday morning, damaging several structures in the area and prompting at least 25 homes to be evacuated. Well, tragedy on the front lines of the wildfire battle in the West. 3 firefighters killed as flames erupt in the mountains of central Washington. Roughly 100 fires are burning out of control in the region, and tonight many of them still growing as crews face a new danger in a fight where the worst may be yet to come. NBC's Leanne Gregg reports.
Firefighters on the front lines are facing another dangerous night of wind.
But as soon as these winds start coming, it'll fan those flames. They'll get a lot hotter, a lot more intense, and you probably can't even be within 100 feet of it.
3 Forest Service firefighters, ages 20 to 31, lost their lives last night in a wind-driven fire. Specially trained to go in first and size up wildfires, the crew crashed their vehicle before escaping the flames. They survived the accident, but died in the fire. 4 others nearby were injured, 1 critically.
These are people who are lost doing what firefighters do, which is to rush towards the fire rather than away.
The aggressive fire forced authorities to evacuate the towns of Twisp and Winthrop. 1,000 people had to leave their homes.
It just came so fast. I mean, oh my God.
Across the West, 100 large fires are burning, including blazes covering 390,000 acres in Washington.
This is an unprecedented cataclysm in our state. There are 390,000 acres burning.
Firefighters are now bracing for the possibility a bad situation could get even worse, with a forecast calling for winds described as epic. Leanne Gregg, NBC News, Pateros, Washington.
And the bodies of the 3 firefighters were escorted out of the area this evening. 3 ambulances were followed by a line of fire trucks. Moving closer to home now, preliminary autopsy results indicate the woman who died after a boating accident at Pactola Reservoir passed away from blunt force trauma. Gabby Fisher was a passenger on a boat that was struck by a jet ski last Friday. 29-year-old Jody Krajcik has been arrested and has been charged with second-degree manslaughter and boating under the influence. Today, divers successfully recovering the sunken boat, which will be used as evidence in the investigation. The case has been turned over to the Pennington County State's Attorney's Office for prosecution. Another casino robbery hits Rapid City today, making it the 4th robbery in 2 weeks. Shortly after 9 this morning, police responding to the Rushmore Casino for a robbery call. Police say the suspect fled the scene on a bicycle carrying an undisclosed amount of cash. The suspect is described as wearing a black hoodie, black pants, and a camouflage ball cap with a camouflage mesh covering. Police say they do not believe this suspect is the same as in other recent robberies. Police have arrested a suspect in the robbery at 1200 East St. Patrick Street on August 10th. And the fair is supposed to be fun and games, but for a parent who has lost a child, it can be a nightmare. That's why the Pennington County Sheriff's Office is reminding parents and caregivers to keep a watchful eye. The bright colors and excitement of the rides and candy can easily lead a child to wander off. Since the fair began last Friday, the Sheriff's Office has reunited numerous lost children with parents and caregivers.
As soon as the call comes in, and we put some resources into trying to get the children and the parents reunited. So we put the information over the radio, and everybody who's available starts looking for the child. I think before you get to the fair, you should have a plan with your child, and within that plan should be maybe some landmarks where you can go, a meeting place if you do get separated.
If all your precautions fail and you become separated from your child, make sure to notify law enforcement immediately. And now here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished down 358 points today to 16,991. The Nasdaq was down 142 points to 4,877. Meanwhile, the S&P was down 44 points to 2,036, and gold was up $23.90 an ounce to $1,151 even on this day of trade. And Bob, I was out at the fair a little bit earlier tonight, and another pleasant night there. So far, the weather's been just beautiful.
Yesterday, I would say the temperatures were mild. Today, warm. Tomorrow, hot. It'll be hot. Then we start all over again on Saturday, folks. It'll be cool, mild, warm, and hot once again. But look at some of the high temperatures today. There they are. You can see high temperatures in the lower 80s. These numbers are just slightly below normal. The numbers you're looking at there, you can see 81 Spearfish for a high, 76 Custer, 82 Newcastle, down in Pine Ridge, 84 degrees. Tomorrow, we won't see 80s, but we'll see a number of 90s around the Black Hills. But then, as I said, Saturday, things cool off once again.
At least no storms, so people can go out and enjoy the fair.
You bet.
All right, and Bob will have your complete forecast coming up in just a little bit. But first, we're going to have more news coming up after the break. Stay with us.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
I hope that when my patients come away from visiting with us here, they know that we really listen and that we really care.
My caregivers perceive me as energetic, and I give 110% of my heart to my job.
People really are partners here, from the nursing staff to the administrative team to all the caregivers in between.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
Wedding bells are ringing in downtown Rapid City. Main Street Square, in partnership with Black Hills Bride Magazine and the Hotel Alex Johnson, invite you to the Love Square Bridal Fair on Sunday, August 23rd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Browse the area's premier bridal service providers, including photographers, DJs, venues, and more. Plus, don't miss fashion shows, prizes, wedding planning workshops, and Rapid City's biggest bachelorette party at the Hotel Alex Johnson. For details or to pre-register, visit mainstreetsquarerc.com.
Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera.
What will be doesn't have to be.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
Your home is more than four walls. It's the place you bring home what you love. And your floors are the foundation, the stage for some of life's best moments. At Carpet One, we know that choosing a floor is a big decision. We're here to help. Our beautiful guarantee ensures you'll be happy. And during our Bring It Home flooring sale, save up to 50% on naturally soft Innovia carpets and save up to $500 on select flooring. Carpet One, for flooring you'll love to bring home.
A new site in downtown Rapid City has been preserved for a project 2 years in the making. The groundbreaking ceremony for the First Nations Sculpture Project taking place earlier this morning inside Halley Park, where 4 notable Sioux Indians of the 20th century are set to be made in bronze busts. The project will honor educators, artists, philosophers, and doctors of the indigenous people of South Dakota, all while educating visitors about Native culture history.
We're not going to be able to tell you all of our history, but we do want you to know, and we want our children to know, and our grandchildren to know, that we have been an important faction in the development of the state and the development of the city.
The project is expected to be completed near this time next year. Well, it's both an exciting and terrifying day, the first day of college. The School of Mines welcoming incoming freshmen to campus to get settled in before classes begin. Hundreds of students are flooding onto campus with clothes, books, microwaves, and of course ramen noodles in preparation for the school year. Freshmen are also getting the opportunity to meet their roommates and arrange their college dorm rooms just right.
The process has been interesting. We first had to, all come in and meet each other, and then we had to decide what we wanted to do with the beds and where we wanted to move all the dressers and stuff, but we got everything situated now.
And students have a little more time to get their supplies in order. Classes begin on August 24th. And after everyone moved in, they were able to spend a night of fun in honor of the Hard Rockers. Main Street Square rocked on, everyone wearing blue for a Hard Rocker night. New students, faculty, and the public enjoying the usual events, plus special activities put on by the school. Students serving liquid nitrogen ice cream, performing a chemistry magic show, teaching gold panning, and displaying student-designed vehicles.
Just get kids active, show the new incoming freshmen what Rapid City downtown life is like, show them what Rapid City has to offer summer nights, just another thing to do to have fun.
Incoming freshmen will get to know Rapid City and have an exciting 4 years of academia, clubs, and athletics to look forward to. And you can look forward to a hot day tomorrow with temperatures back in the 90s. A beautiful day outside to enjoy the Black Hills. Stay with us. Bob Riggio is coming up next with a look at your forecast.
Papa Murphy's pizzas are hot because you bake them in your own oven, and you can taste the difference. When they cool a little, of course. Home bake a large Papa's Perfect with half pepperoni, half Hawaiian. Just $9. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Watch as these magnificent creatures take flight, soaring away from home towards the promise of a better existence. But these birds are suffering, because this better place turned out to have a less reliable cell phone network, and the videos on their little bird phones kept buffering. Birds hate that. So they came back home. Come home to Verizon and now get 12 gigs for $80 a month plus $20 per line. Verizon, come home to a better network.
Jeffy1016 posted, worked hard, promotion, time to play hard, hashtag upgrade my car.
Congrats, Jeffy. Now's the time to hit the Honda Summer Clearance event. You can get a great deal on the Honda Accord from KBB.com's best overall brand. With rear view camera and text message reader standard, it's the perfect upgrade.
Awesome.
Go, Jeffy. Go, Jeffy.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
This weekend will not be any ordinary weekend at Fisher Furniture. It will be a super weekend because everything in every showroom is reduced. Every single piece of furniture, every single mattress is marked down. Many items at one half price. But wait, there's more. Get a free $100 gift card, free delivery, free sales tax, plus 3 years interest-free financing. This weekend is a super weekend, but only this weekend at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores in Rapid City.
Let the stage be set. Let the games begin. Let the chase go on. Let the season be yours. Cabela's Fall Great Outdoor Days are finally here. Don't miss our biggest sale and event of the season. Going on now in store or online at Cabela's.com.
Next August, the 2016 Olympic Games, live from Rio.
Watch the 2016 Olympics right here on NewsCenter1.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, here's the weather almanac. 83 the high temperature today. That's official. 86 is normal, so we're still below normal. Tomorrow we'll take care of that. We're going to be above a normal. 45 the low temperature. 56 is normal. I think as far as the low temperature is concerned, I think tonight or early tomorrow morning, our low for tomorrow will be pretty close to where it should be this time of the year. No rain today. 6:01 sun up, 7:49 sun will be going down. Days sunlight's getting less and less. The darkness is getting greater and greater. 60 right now out at the airport. We have clear skies. Winds are calm. Over in Custer, yep, this is Custer, 57, a little bit cooler, not too bad though. Clear skies there. Winds not too bad either. Out of the northwest, around 5 to 10. We'll take care of that tomorrow. We're expecting a little breezy condition tomorrow, even stronger winds expected on Thursday. Here are the high temperatures across Across the country, Louisville 80, Pittsburgh 80, 88 Atlanta, 75 in Dallas. That's a little rain-cool 75. 100 El Paso, 107 Phoenix. Who else we got here? Los Angeles 77, Sacramento 88 degrees. Here's the future satellite radar. This is what's going to happen tonight and tomorrow. Nothing much for us. We're expecting clear skies tonight, sunny skies tomorrow, warm temperatures tomorrow. You can see where the warm front is, way up to the north. That places us in the warm air. All of this is warm air. Cooler air is behind that cold front. Well, so that'll tell us what we can expect tomorrow or Saturday. Oh, there it goes, right on through. And that brings in some cooler temperatures, some windy conditions on Saturday. You can see the circulation around that high. There it is. It's going to go up here, grab some of that cooler air up in Canada and push it down into the Black Hills. So notably cooler temperatures on Saturday. Tomorrow, 90. Saturday, in the 60s. We could have like a 30-degree drop in temperatures associated with that front. All the rain, though, will be well to our north. And we'll fly in, I believe. Take a little closer look at what's going on. Here we go. Clear skies, warm temperatures coming in. There's the sun. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. Should be nice. And then overnight, we have this front coming through, and that's going to bring some chilly temperatures on Saturday. Plus a little band of light rain is possible early Saturday morning around 8:30 a.m. Just a slight chance for that, but even if it occurs, it won't stay with us very long. We do expect it to push through rather quickly. And then again, we'll have a partly cloudy skies, but breezy conditions on Saturday. As a matter of fact, we'll show you that right now. Here we go, 3:30 p.m. tomorrow, out of the south, a little bit breezy. Maybe a gust up to 25, and then those winds shift to the north as that front comes through, and you can see 30, 35 mile an hour winds, sustained winds, 32 mile per hour in faith. So the winds will be picking up a little bit more tomorrow than what we had today, stronger yet on Saturday than what we expect tomorrow. High temperatures across South Dakota, there you go, 75 in Madison, 84 Phillip, 83 in Faith, 81 Spearfish. Now let's see if what I'm telling you is the truth, that we should see 90s tomorrow. But first of all, I want to show you the 24-hour temperature change. You can see all the plus numbers here. That means it's warmer today than yesterday. And tomorrow we'll see those plus numbers again. Now, tomorrow, here we go. You see temperatures in the 90s all around the area. Back behind me here, 80s and 70s over East River. And then the front comes through. Temperatures not in the 90s anymore, only in the 60s. 59, though, in Spearfish, 59 in Custer. So cooler temperatures on Saturday. All right, here we go. What do we got here? Here's the forecast for a hot Friday. 89 Spearfish, 93 Buffalo, 84 Custer, 93 Pine Ridge, 91 over in Martin, 94 Interior, 93 Dupree, 92 Belle Fourche, Sturgis, the same. Here's the forecast, 58 for the overnight low tonight. Clear skies. It should be a rather nice, quiet evening this evening. It should be just generally clear and mild. Sunny skies expected tomorrow. Hot temperatures, 92. And a little bit breezy. We see those winds out of the south, 5 to 15, gust 25. And then tomorrow evening, what do we have going for us? Temperatures around 60, mostly clear, mild, still breezy. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10, gust 20. 7-day forecast. All right, let's cool it off a little bit. 92 is awfully warm. 67 on Saturday, so we'll cool it off on Saturday. And then when the front comes through, there's a slight chance for a few little showers early Saturday morning. 73 on Sunday. Then we're back up into the 80s. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There could be even some 90s out there Tuesday and Wednesday. ClickBigDeals.com. Get a $90 computer diagnosis and a tune-up for just $35. That's a 61% savings. You grab that coupon. Still available. Take it to Door Security Products, and they'll check out all of the little gremlins that somehow get into your computer. They get into our computer every once in a while, but they'll take care of them.
All right, thanks, Bob. Sounds good. Well, still to come, highlights from the West River Open held today at Meadowbrook Golf Course. Plus, the PRCA Range Days Rodeo kicks off tonight at the Central States Fair. Stay with us. Sports is next.
This week, you can get more for a lot less during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Every item is reduced up to 70%. All living, all dining, all sleeping during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row.
Ford Free Ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers, so you're free from interest for 6 years. That's on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck, so you're free to choose. Plus $1,000 bonus cash direct from Ford on cars and SUVs, so you're free to save. Interest-free financing on every 2015 Ford, plus $1,000 bonus cash on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford Free Ride ends soon at your local Ford dealer.
Discounts at Great Cutters. No way, hippie. Nope, only on Thursdays. Not in my house. Discounts at the Man Salon. Yeah. You get a haircut, shampoo, hot towel, and neck and shoulder massage, all for only $16. The Man Salon. Supporting heroes and poor college kids since 2008.
Dodgetown opened its doors in 1963, and this year during our summer clearance event, we'll be celebrating 52 years of being your locally owned, family-operated Ram truck headquarters of the Black Hills. Today we've got more inventory than ever, but we still offer the same hometown feel and heritage that we started with in 1963. And right now, there's no better time to drive off in a new 2015 Ram truck than during our summer clearance event. At Dodgetown, your Ram truck headquarters of the Black Hills for 52 years.
Denver Mattress is celebrating 20 years of crafting state-of-the-art American-made mattresses that deliver exceptional quality at a great price. Like the Doctor's Choice 2-piece queen set at our lowest price of the year, now just $4.99. Here's to 20 more great years from Denver Mattress.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Well, it's been a busy week for boys high school golf teams. The new season teed off on Monday with the Sturgis Invitational, followed by the Hot Springs Invite on Tuesday. Today, area golfers were back in action at the West River Open held right here in Rapid City. And it was a perfect day for golf out at Meadowbrook Golf Course. Let's start with Jonah Dorr of Aberdeen Central. Here he is with his approach shot on the par 4 16th, landing this one on the green. And Dorr follows that up with this long birdie putt, but he just misses the hole by a few inches. He would go on to tap it in for par. Overall, he finished in second place today with a 78. Meanwhile, after a terrible third shot on the 16th hole, J.D. Kessler of Sturgis was trying to save par, and he almost does it. Kessler had to settle for a bogey 5. Kessler carded an 80 today. Moving on to Lane Jensen now of Rapid City Stevens, who won the Sturgis Invitational on Monday. Here he is playing it safe with his third shot on the 16th hole. That left him with an easy par. And now let's take a look at the final results from today's tournament. Pierre captured the team title with a combined score of 314. The Governors finished 11 strokes ahead of Aberdeen Central. Rapid City Stevens was third, followed by Spearfish and Lee Deadwood. Andrew Van Gerpen from Pierre was the medalist with a 74. Meanwhile, it was Military Appreciation Night during the first performance of the PRCA Range Days Rodeo at the Central States Fair. We'll start with bareback riding. This is Chase Erickson from Helena, Montana on the horse Gopher Hole. Erickson moved into a tie for second place with 76 points. And now to Blade Elliott of Livingston, Alabama. He made the 8-second whistle, and he is the leader in the bareback riding after the first performance tonight with 80 points. Moving on to steer wrestling, Ross Mosher from Augusta, Montana turned in a time of 7 seconds flat. That was the second fastest time of the night. The leader is Cole Dorenkamp from Lamar, Colorado. He posted a time of 5.2 seconds. Jumping ahead to tie-down roping now, and Michael Oterio from Lounsboro, Alabama. He's currently ranked 13th in the world. Oterio had one of the quickest times tonight with 11.1 seconds. Just a reminder, the rodeo continues both Friday and Saturday. Well, it's been an off-season of change for the Black Hills State football team. In fact, for the first time in 4 years, the Yellow Jackets will have a new quarterback this season. Ward Anderson, who passed for 2,800 yards and 17 touchdowns, graduated last spring. The focus is now on a 5-man race for quarterback between Zach Meyer, Ben Shabakin, and 3 true freshmen. Overall, Black Hills State returns 3 starters on defense and 6 on offense, including Fidel Paris, who rushed for 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. The Yellow Jackets opened the season on September 5th at Idaho State. Earlier this week, head coach John Reiners talked about what it will take to improve upon last year's 3-8 record.
I think, consistency, and that seems like such a cliche, but that's what hurt us last year. I felt like we did some really good things, but that consistency of playing well all the time against every opponent. You know, there were some times where I would put us up against Pueblo or any of the best teams in the conference. You know, we played Chandler State very tough, and they've been a good team for years. And so I know we can play with anybody, but we have to consistently show that.
And one more note, the Rushmore Bowl Committee will be hosting a Rushmore Bowl Ticket Blitz event coming up this Saturday from 10 to 2 p.m. and 5:30 to 7:30 at Shields. Fans will have a chance to purchase Rushmore Bowl game tickets and raffle tickets as well. The Rushmore Bowl will be held on September 4th this year. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
Now, what could be better than the simple, worry-free car buying of one Liberty dealership? How about the simple, worry-free car buying of 2 Liberty dealerships? With 5 different manufacturers at 2 convenient locations in Rapid City, you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for at Liberty Superstore. That's 2 Liberty locations, just a stone's throw away. But don't throw any stones at us.
Liberty Superstores. Simple, worry-free car buying.
Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera.
What will be doesn't have to be.
It's back to school time. Get the speed to succeed with Vast Broadband. Right now, a year of 60 meg internet is just $29.99 a month. That's right, 60 meg internet is just $29.99. Plus, here's something else that's fast. Our Fastest Family Contest. Submit a video of your family doing something fast, and you could win big. And so can your school. For contest details, visit fastestfamily.com.
If your child ever asks you, where do sandwiches come from? Tell them the truth. Look them straight in the eyes and tell them, sandwiches come from Arby's. And if they ask where the loaded Italian and its many meats come from, kindly respond, what part of Arby's didn't you understand, Giuseppe? The new loaded Italian sandwich. Arby's, we have the meats.
This portion of the news brought to you by the Rapid City Chamber of Commerce Young Professionals Group.
Well, coming up at Main Street Square tomorrow, it's the Big Brothers Big Sisters golf ball drop. Hundreds of golf balls will be dropped from a fire truck for a chance to win $2,500 in cash for the grand prize and also 16 pin prizes at $100 each. Tickets are only $5 each and can be bought until noon Friday, or you can buy them ahead of time by going to the Big Office. And all the funds go to support the children in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. And that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And you get it's a great chance.
Yeah, you do. You got a pretty good chance, except for me. If I had my golf ball in there, if it's anything like my golf game, my golf ball would end up on Kansas City Street somewhere, you know. So it wouldn't even end up in Main Street Square. All right, let's look at the 7-day forecast. It will be a warm one tomorrow, 92. So the warming trend will continue one more day. Then we cool it off on Saturday. A slight chance for a few little sprinkles early in the morning. Then we warm it up again, folks. 73 on Sunday, back up into the 80s on Monday, upper 80s Tuesday, Wednesday, and middle 80s on Thursday. And it looks like fairly dry conditions for the next 7 days.
So the 7-day forecast, just like the fair, a roller coaster ride.
You got that right.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Too busy to attend classes and find a career you were born for? WDT offers 4 programs completely online. Create a schedule that works for you and advance your career today. Learn the skills to work in a high-tech 21st century library and turn your love for books and numbers into a career with a library tech program 100% online. Let WDT help you find the career you were born for on your terms. Log on to WDT.edu to find out more and to see all of WDT's online options.
Stay organized with Duramax storage buildings from Menards. They're easy to assemble and have a vinyl exterior over a durable steel frame. With a 15-year limited warranty, the 10 by 8-foot wood bridge is $499. Create the perfect outdoor living space with concrete blocks. With so many styles and options to choose from, there's no limit to what you can create. 16-inch Easy Slate patio blocks are available in 3 colors, $369 each.
Save big money at Menards.
Camping World would like to introduce you to a whole new world. Say hello to a fresh day. Step out to adventure. Explore and discover an amazing world. Be in arm's reach of wonderful. Camping World, the #1 RV and camping expert, wants you to say hello to a whole new world.
Say hello to up to 40% off RVs during the RV sales event, only at Camping World.
Look for the 10 and get big savings under the big top at Rushmore Honda. Shop over 110 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics, including 35 Honda certified pre-owned. All 10 sale price, like an 11 Chevy Camaro SS, $3,000 below book, now $25,300. Or an 08 Chevy Silverado LTZ extended cab 4x4, $5,000 below book, now $13,500. Plus, get an additional $200 off your best deal with your Central States Fair button. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda. Online at rushmorehonda.com.